to work, and work must command respect from all and sundry. It doesn't matter the kind of work you may be engaged in, whether you carry water, you fetch common water for people, wherever you find yourself, whatever it is you do that puts food on your table and is decent must be respected. Work henceforth is good. Okay? So don't be ashamed of the kind of work that you do. Because you think some people don't like it, or it's below the level of some. Do not feel less of yourself because of the kind of job that you do. Let no one make you feel small because you think the kind of job you do is too small. Okay? People work because work commands respect. Work is enabling in the sense that it keeps you going. You know, you won't go begging, as we say. It's only in Africa or Nigeria that we tend to look down on some people because of the kind of job they do. But these same things that we ignore or look down on in our country are still the same kind of things that our people go abroad to start doing. So what does it tell of us? We are psychopaths, or what Jesus calls those guys, hypocrites. Are we hypocrites? I'm trying to set up the same kind of topic on Facebook. Any work is enabling and must command respect. So do not be shy about the kind of work you do. You could be a sales girl, a sales boy, a clerk, a messenger in a company, or whatever. I'm setting up a video on Facebook. It's live now. I like to be on different platforms at the same time since I didn't have time to do so much videos. So for those who are on Facebook, we're discussing any work is enabling and must command respect. And nowadays, many new kinds of things are coming up in our country, you know, like this courier service. Young people are online doing one thing or the other, and it's so nice, really. I'm looking for TikTok. It's really encouraging. And as I see new things opening up, you know, and changing lives, while some people are just languishing, sitting where they are, saying there are no jobs, blah blah blah. And I ask, you are crying, there's no job, but other people are still struggling and making something out of their lives. You know, many of them say there's no job and that's why they are going into Yahoo. It's not an excuse, my dear, to get into evil because you think it's the job of the government to provide jobs for you. It's not the work of government to provide jobs. You know. So this is an advice to all our young people who keep crying, whereas you're not striving. Some of them look down on certain jobs and be like, me to that kind of job. Who are you, if I may ask? Who are you, if I may ask a question? Do you think you're better than every other person? No one is better than the other. Nobody is better than the other. And that's TikTok. Even if you work in an oil company, wherever you may be working, they don't really have the time to enumerate. Whatever anybody does for a living that puts food on the table commands respect. Whatever anyone does to eke out a living, to make ends meet, to put food on the table 3 times a day at least, must be respected. It doesn't matter whether you see that as a job or not. And it has to be the starting point in life. Life has the first rung in the ladder. You don't just climb up the ladder in one day. Impatience, greed, lack of concentration make people live the way they do, you know. You stay at home from day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year, in say the past 5 years. You haven't earned a living. When you just sit down there talking and saying all sorts of things, there's no job, there's no this. But people are out there doing something for themselves. Why can't you follow suit? Why can't you think out of the box and see how you can eke out a living for yourself? One thing I know in life is that when you bring down yourself and just think, you have lots of options in life. It is people who do not think, who do not sit down to take cognizance of all that is happening around them that suffer in life. But if you're one who makes inquiries, who asks questions, who reaches out to people from time to time, inquiring about the new things in life, and seeing how you are called or how you fit in that kind of thing happening around you, then you'll be like someone who they say is in the ocean, yet soap gets into the person's eye. You know, from year to year you remain poor, go about begging money to eat, to do the simplest thing ever. Whereas some people are earning small money from different avenues. You just sit down there like an empty barrel. That's not good at all. Therefore, many of our young people, the end product of not having a job is to seek the face of Yahuwahs. Maybe that's what we should call that thing. Yahuwahs. That's the thing our young people are getting into nowadays, and it's such a pity. Young, able-bodied men, strong, good-looking, who should be able to think out of the box, simply succumbing to the easiest way of life they think possible. Sit at home with a powered phone or a laptop, looking for people to dupe on their hard-earned money. Whereas you've got brain, if you can sit down and think of how you can capture people and take their money, that means You can also sit down like that and think out of the box and come out with something serious. What will keep you going for life instead of collecting other people's money and stealing from them unknowingly. You can create a business for yourself online or in person. Learn a trade, learn a handwork as we say. You know, just do something. You know, an empty mind or a lazy person can easily be used by the devil, as we say. When we commit crime, we say it's the devil. But we allow ourselves to wallow empty. So when the devil goes around and around and around, it comes back into an empty barrel. Young people, let's make ourselves useful. We're talking about earning a living in life and saying that any job, any decent job, no matter how small, that anyone goes to earn a living must be respected by other people and not looked down on to say, how can he or she be doing such a thing? But it is a job. That is what puts food on the table and sustains their life. Start small, and you will grow. That is how all these rich men and women began life. Moshood Abiola trained himself in school by selling firewood, and other rich people that we all know about. What are you willing to do to see that at least you go to school? You hear some young people who wallow, sit down and say, oh, I got admission through JAM, this, that, I lost it because I didn't have money. Can't you go and work for 2 years and save the money? And then you can go to school. And for your information, it's only in Nigeria or maybe Africa that young people of university age do not know that you can be going to school and working. Any Nigerian youth you see in the university does not work. Because for those of them who are taken care of by parents or rich uncles or whatever, the money just I'm in this open space that has flies. It's really irritating. You know, they're training you in school. You don't know that in Europe and America, young people leave home at the age of 18. Some parents practically throw their children out of their homes. Even from 16. Oh! Some of them start working from 16. Flies. Some of them, their parents will take them to the workplaces since they don't drive until they can start driving. Hello to those on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Until they start finding their feet in those jobs and then they can start doing it. African parents do not know to teach their children to work, especially the rich ones. Do you know that Obama's daughters were working from the age of 16, 17, even while their parents were in the White House? But in Africa, in Nigeria, no rich man would want their children to even volunteer. Even from volunteering at the age of 15, 16 or 17, you can get a job. Look for somewhere during the long holidays you go and volunteer. Before you know it, when you start university or something, they will invite you to come and start doing something part-time or something like that. And you graduate, they can employ you. That's how some people get jobs that they can hold down in Europe and America through volunteering and service. Nowadays, all you hear on social media are non-profits are employing blah blah blah. And our people, all because they want to relocate, will accept jobs from Europe, the United Kingdom, or wherever to go and work free because you want to leave the shores of Nigeria. Is that not crazy? When people come on Facebook to blah blah, many non-profits, blah blah blah. You want to work free. How can you leave your country to go and work free in another man or woman's country? Is that not too shameful? Really? You go and work free in another man's country, but in your own country, you see it as a waste of time. Are you not deceiving yourself, dear friend? Are you not deceiving yourself? To go and work free. And those ones, once they leave here, it's all suffering. Many of our people abroad do not even, I don't even know how they make ends meet. So we're talking like you get to know a Nigerian family from year to year. They can't assist you in any sort of way. If you beg them $50 or even 20, they will cry for you from morning till night. And I keep asking myself, so what are they doing there? If you cannot help a fellow Nigerian who is in trouble with just $50 from year to year, why don't you just come home? They are just there wallowing. All they do is work, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. When they pay rent, the money is gone. They are just living there. You say, hey, my uncle is in Europe. My auntie is here. This is here. They are wallowing. Tell them to come back home and utilize those special skills here. They will do better. They will buy their own land, build their own house instead of staying there paying mortgage for people. You see them, some people laugh at them. You will say, you ask a friend abroad to send you money, they send you $5. What will you use $5 for? In their mind, they have sent you money. Tell them to come home. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Come and utilize their talents. The jobs they cannot do in Nigeria or in Africa, they will go and do it in America. Who are you deceiving? To feel like, hey, they're abroad. They're in America. Then they're here. Then they're here. It's in them they're there. Who sigh? You go they stay for one restaurant. They go they shout your name from morning to night. Hey, come here, hey, come here, hey, come here. That's why I ran away. Even though my own case was different, I was simply a student doing some small things on the side. But I'm like, no, I can't let somebody toss me around because I want to earn some dollars. I am a student. Let me focus on studies. When we finish the studies, then we can look for good jobs. Flies are stressing me here. You know, you try your best to work and help them. They are never satisfied, and yet they are paying you chewing gum money. You pay somebody $10 and you think you're paying them money for looking for you. Now that's not my idea of living abroad. I can only even, I was even just able to do those things, as we call them, menial, because I was in school. I don't think if I stopped studying, I would even do these kind of things because I would hate myself. The reason I managed to do them was because, once I do all those nyama things, at the end of the day, I go and pick up my book and I'm studying, and I know that there is a better option for me coming tomorrow. Then I'm happy. But if I'm not studying, I'm doing those stressful rubbish. I can't, never, Besides, just saying that one for you in America, but we are back to the Nigerian thing. Our people will not do any kind of job here, but they will travel out and do any kind of thing. Why can't you start that same thing here? Change the way it's done. Color it beautiful and make it attractive to people. And you will see that you will make money. Even if it's to wash, get a washing machine, keep it in your home, do washing for people, iron, take it back to them. Before you know it, a business has started. Cleaning business, gather all the cleaning equipment, go to people's homes who can't do the cleaning because they are working. You do it for them. When you dress up, who knows what you have done? Even if it's in a restaurant, it depends on the kind of restaurant, the way you package yourself. When you go out to such a place, you never can tell who you will meet, who can help you. I have a friend who finished from Uniports. I finished in 2012, right? But that person finished before me, whether it was 2010 or 11. He hasn't held a job down for more than 2 years. If I may even use 2 years. And this person, I see the person as a gifted teacher. So like those days they were doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. When I'm watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and they're asking questions, I'll be like, oh, I'd like to go for it. And if I go for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, when we get to the point where they say call a friend, that is the friend I will call. Because he's very intelligent. Even though he did mechanical engineering, he loved to read. The way he speaks, you think he's been out of the country, or he even has a PhD. And this person can be a good mentor, a teacher. When I suggest to him, go and teach, he will say, no, they're not paying anything, it's under him. How can he teach? Well, that is the gift God has given this person. And the person is just throwing it aside. And he keeps just being there. Even though we pray, if people pray for you from 9 to 10,000 years and you don't want to help yourself, the prayer is not going to work. My friends, whether they are not paying teachers or not, you know that I was thinking about this some days ago. They pay some teachers 30,000. So you want to pay a teacher 1,000 in a day without the stress. Be that as it may, if worse comes to worse, do the teacher. You never can tell who can give you help and open a door for you through that means of teaching for just 1,000 a day before something else comes up. Keep busy with one thing instead of being lazy or becoming a Yahoo. Yahoo is the bane of our time. It is killing our young people. You see young children just holding phones. This is how they sit down, then they open all their legs because they are men. I was in a taxi with two of such people yesterday in town. A young boy just sat, open all his leg, then they were sitting just pressing iPhone. Is that the life we want for our young people? It will be a major disaster in Africa, Nigeria, in the next 10 years because our young people will be messed up. We are talking about the guys who are every trying to be Yahoos. What about the girls who also are into pressing phones? I was also in a bus yesterday with one. So our young girls think like, for a guy to see you as an outgoing lady, what's up ladies, for you to be touching phones with long nails. All the girl was doing in the bus was when she chats with the guy by her side, whether he's her boyfriend, I don't know. Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. She'll be doing the phone with very long nails. Ping pong, ping pong. I guess as a woman, she wasn't looking for anything in particular in all the different apps. It's just to open so the guy will be seeing all the pictures of naked dressing, hairs, blah blah blah. And she was speaking good long English. Can she not work as a receptionist or whatever, speaking such an English, an agent, an assistant in an office? But all our young girls want to do is just to be pressing iPhones with long nails. Okay, that's still like this. I want to act it as a drama. So this is how she was just sitting in the bus, a man by her side. They will talk. And then she will hold her phone. Is that? Then she will turn and talk and talk and talk and talk and tease and tease and tease and tease. Then she will sit and then the next thing she do is with long nails, just go. I said, is something wrong with this one? Something is actually wrong with our young girls and boys between 15 and 30. There is a problem somewhere. Laziness. You can't correct them. You can't suggest to them. Is that a good way of life? I wish I even had people who cancelled me or had time for me to even make suggestions. I would have gone very far, even though I'm not saying I don't like the life I'm living at this point in time. But we are going to face a very big, terrible, bad times in Africa. Because our young people want to be like young people in Europe and America and the UK. But we know we can never be like them. Every country has its own culture. Why can't we build our own culture of hard work as we have always known it? Heaven helps those who help themselves. Manna no longer falls from heaven. Manna only fell down from heaven in the Bible. Our young people, and even the women, all the ones are ready-made men. There is no relationship, marriage, or whatever it may be that will remain sweet forever. A woman needs to work or have a side hustle by herself and not totally depend on a man. No, we mustn't depend on a man. Give yourself some respect and earn some money yourself. That's where people can respect you. It doesn't matter the side hustle. It doesn't matter how much or how small the pay is. Start somewhere and something will come out of it. Laziness must not be encouraged. We should abolish the talk of government is not doing this, government is not doing that. The work of government is not to provide jobs. They have their own duty and role to play. Let us kill that statement of government does not want to provide jobs. When you speak like that, people will turn and look at you and wonder whether you have sense. All of our brothers and sisters and people we know of God, how many of them work for the American government, UK government, and European government? None. All of them work for the private sector. Think aloud and something will come out of your box. Shit, let's fly. Very soon it'll come and enter my mouth. Laziness is a no-no. Personally, I'm trying to avoid laziness while waiting to start school or get a better job. Right where you see me, I'm in a marketplace, an open store, just to get out of the house. For me, it's like a service I'm ready to give the getting to meet people, talk, share ideas, and that's just it. So I'm not lazy and come to talk about not being lazy, whereas I just want to lie down on the bed and do nothing. Start something, no matter how small. Don't let anybody tell you that what you're doing does not make sense. Go on doing what you're doing, and someday it will become big. And those same people who laugh at you or who are laughing at you will still be the same ones who will come and praise you for your perseverance, your hard work and determination. Your courage will pay off at the end of the day. Even if it means selling pure water. Let me tell you that people who sell pure water these days are making 600 naira from every bag of pure water. A pure water bag contains 20 sachets. If you have where there is light, you make 600. So let's say you're able to sell 4 bags of pure water in a day. So in a day, you'll be making 2,400 without tax or anything at all. 2,400 times 30 days. Check that out for yourself. There's a way you will package yourself to sell pure water. And people will wonder. You don't know who will be watching you. You want to prepare some snacks and sell in a decent, beautiful way. People will appreciate it. So let me give you a story. I was somewhere like 2 or 3 weeks ago and I got this fish roll. And when I ate it, it was really nice. Just 500 naira compared to 1,200 that they sell that kind of fish roll in fast food joints. And so I said to myself that whenever I'm in Port Harcourt, I'll go and look for that fish roll. But that woman would never know that someone who ate a fish roll coming from a town that's almost 2 hours apart from Port Harcourt would come to Port Harcourt and go and look for the fish roll. But I was disappointed because she wasn't there. She didn't supply the fish roll yesterday. I mean, fish pie, So I didn't get to buy it. Otherwise, I would have even told her that the fish pie is just sumptuous. Why don't you supply it to big supermarkets or even restaurants or even those fast food joints? If you supply your fish pie to them at the rate of even 700, that means she's going to be making extra 200. Whereas those people can now sell for 1,000, they will also make 300 and she's going to be making almost what they're making. That's what we're saying. Let me choose something. Courier services are opening up here and there. You can also start your courier service. Like say in the church community where people know you. Tell them you want to start something like that. If you have a mail to deliver something, call me. I can help you deliver your mail or package within the town where you reside. From there, somebody can invest in you. Is it your cleaning service? When you package yourself, nobody will even know you clean homes. Is it a washing service? Pick up clothes, wash, iron, and take it back to them. Cook for people, package, and take it to their homes. Is it clothes? Even if it's Africa, pick some nice ones, wash them, take it to banks, shoes, and stuff like that. The more people get to know you, the more they can buy into your vision and mission. So don't sit at home saying there are no jobs and then you talk like a complete fool when you add that government is not giving you jobs. The work of government is not to provide jobs. Young people, get out there and start doing something. There are many things you can do. Innumerable, thousands of things. Only looking good alone is good business. Tell people, do you want to look as good as I look? I can talk to you about the cosmetics you can use, the kinds of clothes. Go online, there are millions of jobs. You write well, you can write letters or write articles as a copywriter. Just push yourself a little. That's all it takes to get into something today. And not be lazy. There is no kind of job you can engage yourself in that will not be appreciated. So this is just the concept today for me. I've been brainstorming on it. Jobs, because our young people live down in jobs so much. Maybe because no one has cancelled them before. Stop looking at your friends. Oh, my friends will call me a counselor. Blah blah blah. What are you hustling for? Money to make ends meet, to keep your life going. Is that it? So don't look at any fool who opens their wide mouth to laugh because you're struggling to make your life. Man, I really don't know. things in your life and in your community, your parents will be joyful that their children are making something out of their lives instead of lying down or getting into Yahooing. Yahoo will kill Africa. All our young people want to do is relax and steal people's money. Get out, flies. Who will respect you for being a thief? Nobody respects a thief. Nobody respects a woman who sells her body. When by carrying that body with dignity, she can earn a living. Why waste? We have all been given one talent or gift or the other. It is lying dormant. Go and look for it, dust it, and get a life, as we say. What do we say? A word is enough. Otherwise, please, when you find this video, share it. I want to see your comments, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and all the different social media platforms. We will hear the voice of Universal Sister and of God. We've been talking the decency in earning a good living for yourself. Walking, which enables every life. And any job you undertake is respected. Forget those who do like this. Sometimes they're jealous of you because you are making your money and living your life. Let's think out of the box. There is something you can do. Sit down quietly, unearth it or unbox it and go right into doing that. Then you will come back soonest to look for me on social media to say thank you, parents. Caution your children, advise your children, elder brothers and sisters. Call your younger ones to order. Even some parents encourage their girls to sell their body for money. They say, are you not seeing that woman's daughter? Blah, 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 blah. Those are evil mothers and fathers. I heard a story. My father telling a guy who was coming from his daughter, this small money that you bring here, comparing that one to another man who carries his other daughter who is a this person. See the kind of money this one brings. Encouraging another man's son to go and steal because he's dating your daughter. Is that not an evil father? And many fathers and mothers are very wicked. The ones that demand so much from their children are the ones who have not even sent their children to school. Shun such parents. Go and earn a living. Leave any man's daughter who will tell you with his whole heart that you should bring more money, whereas he cannot take care of his two daughters. Men taking care of him. That's a wicked father. Young people, and for you, and not for evil parents and relatives, I'm here to encourage you. There is so much you can do for yourself, young people. Think about it, and you will come up with an idea, and then you can aim a good living for yourself, and you will be respected for it. So thank those who joined the live. Please share the video, send in your comments, follow me, subscribe, and God bless you. It's midweek, the weekend is around the corner. Let's continue to strive and God will bless us all. Alright, take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Ciao.